Well, more coming in tonight about a Bradenton man accused of bilking investors out of millions. He's found alive after cops say he faked his death and disappeared for almost 2 years. Tonight, SNN's Lena Vargas explains how his arrest in Georgia traces back here to the Sun Coast.
The before and after pictures only tell part of the story.
Oh my gosh, he was caught. And then I wanted to see I wanted to see what he looked like, because the whole thing with these individuals is they try and mask their appearance.
One-time Bradenton resident Aubrey Lee Price appeared in this video on his way to a ferry between Key West and Fort Myers last summer. He was on the run, accused of defrauding investors out of $20 to $40 million. A few months later, a judge declared him dead, believing he came through on a written suicide threat. But he's not dead. You can see him very much alive after being arrested in Georgia earlier this week.
The story is just fascinating. I mean, you have an individual here who has faked his death, has bilked not only investors out of millions of dollars, but also lied to his family.
This is just one of the properties that connects Price here to the Sun Coast, but there are several others. That includes this home on Bay Drive in Bradenton and 2 addresses for his companies, Montgomery Asset Management on Bee Ridge in Sarasota and PFG Investments in Bradenton.
It's a made-for-TV story. I mean, this guy really thought everything out. I don't know if he saw his family over the last couple of years. I mean, I know he had a wife and kids. They're victims in this as well.
The thing with Sarasota is there's a lot of money concentrated in Sarasota. So most of the time you're going to find the fraud where you find the money.
And it goes beyond the fraud, deception, and hiding. An incident report from the Marion County Sheriff's Office names Aubrey Lee Price as the renter of a marijuana grow house. Authorities say they removed 225 plants from the property. Lena Vargas, SNN Local News.
Well, as to how Price was caught, he was stopped for tinted windows that were too dark and later arrested when police say they found fake IDs in his vehicle. If convicted on the bank fraud charge, Price faces a maximum of 30 years in prison and a $1 million fine.